people into AI, I have always sensed it's demonic because I'm telling you, I don't even think these people are human. Like I look at Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean? Like they just look like an Apple software that I should be able to download at night, you know, like when my phone's getting an update or something. It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, you know, I'm not going to stab them, but I don't know if they bleed all the way. I think a battery would fall out. You know what I mean? And I just get that sense. I've always known it was demonic, and people just get on board because, as we talked about in this book, they are using science and this idea of technology and this idea of transforming society for the better to indoctrinate us into accepting this. And it's wrong and it's backwards. And the main component of all of this is psychology, right? They're able to do it because of psychology, making you think that society has gotten better. Our kids have objectively gotten dumber. We've become fatter. We've become less healthy. We've become less emotionally sound. And yet they are convincing us that this is like humanity's great leap forward. We put a man on the moon, and he just like called them up and was like,
okay. I didn't realize Candace Owens is a moon landing denier. I didn't realize this. Somebody told me this, and it didn't hit me until I watched this. Candace Owens denies the moon landing. I think she's also a flat earther, or like flat earther adjacent. I haven't found it, but apparently she denies dinosaurs. This is the crazy. I mean, please understand, when you start looking at all of the conspiracies that Candace has, well before the Macrones, this has been going on for some time, well before the Macrones. Candace Owens has some conspiracies in her purse that will shock you. I'm like, are you for real? Wait, hold on. Wait. So yeah, I believe she's a moon landing denier. I don't know where y'all land, pun intended, with that. But yeah, she's, let's go.
Hey, Prez, what's up? I'm up here. Yeah, it's so cool. It's really great. It's nice. Starry night up here. Okay, I'm gonna text you. I gotta go by in 69, and they get these people, they tell you like he's a genius. They're all writing like he's a genius, so we should just accept that Elon Musk is a genius, because like all the writers who are obviously indoctrinated into the occult are telling us that this is the next person that we should worship. The establishment of Hollywood, it was all cults. They were all Aleister Crowley proteges who were just raping kids and summoning demons, and demons are real. So at the same time that they're summoning demons, they are making us all believe that faith is not real. And that has been, I think, the greatest trick that the devil ever played, right? Is making people think that he didn't exist, and making people atheist, making people believe that there's nothing, like you're here for a moment in time, because then it allows them to further tether us to their reality.
Real quick, I'm going to back this up, because she's talking about, she says faith is real. And I just want you to notice what she doesn't say. Listen to what she says, but lay it over what she doesn't say. So this is a read between the lines, if you will. Listen what she says.
The greatest trick that the devil, demons, and demons are real. So at the same time that they're summoning demons, they are making us all believe that faith is not real. And that has been, I think, the greatest trick that the devil ever played, right? Is making people think that he didn't exist, and making people atheist, making people believe that there's nothing, like you're here for a moment in time, because then it allows them to further tether us to their reality and to their God, which is money, right? Well, if you truly knew and believed, like I do, I actually know that this is not it. Like I know this is not it. But if you truly believed that, you wouldn't sell your soul. People think that that's just like an expression. Oh, he sold his soul. No, you are literally selling your soul. Like when you tell lies and you go down a path of lying because you're so afraid of not having the security of a paycheck, or you're willing to do something terrible to maintain that job, or keeping your mouth shut to maintain that job. We're seeing it right now with the Charlie Kirk case, right? You're selling your soul. Like there's a life after this. They have made you pledge your allegiance to their dollar because they know life is going on. They know that. They want you to literally sell them your soul. That's my personal belief.
Okay, so I wanted her to tease that out. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think Candace Owens, her book club, the things that she reads, I'm still reading a book a week. So I read a book a week, and follow me on my other channel, talk about my 3 goals. But I think the books that Candace Owens reads are problematic. Did you hear? She didn't mention God at all. She mentions demons, the devil, Satan, atheists, and the such like that. But she doesn't mention God. She doesn't mention Christ. She doesn't mention salvation. She doesn't even mention heaven, for crying out loud. She just says that life goes on after this. And I really believe that, well, we're going to watch a video in a moment. A young Jewish man kind of breaks this apart. I do think that there's a reason why Candace does this. Because if you notice, she'll mention the devil in a heartbeat. She'll mention Satan, demons, evil people all the time. You ever wonder why she doesn't mention Christ? Has it ever hit you like, wait, why are you even talking about Jesus? There's a reason. You know what? Let me, because I'm going to cleanse the palate, because we're about to get into her calling out Trump in a second. So a book that would be better to read. Hold on. Why is my blur on my screen on? What's going on here, Jason? There we go. A better book to read than some of the stuff that she's reading. Why don't you read The Case for Christ? Maybe you don't believe that there is a God. Maybe you don't believe that Jesus is real. This is a fantastic book to help have a great discussion. And I think this would be a book club worthy book. All right. How about this one? You got a lot of little people. You got young readers in your house. You got little people in your house. I'm telling you right now, this is one of my favorite books, and his Pilgrim's Progress. And yes, if you've ever seen me on the show, I've had 3 or 4, I think I have 4 different copies of this book. I literally collect this book. I love this book, Pilgrim's Progress. If you want to better understand the journey of a person from when Christ calls them out of darkness into his marvelous light, this is the book. And this is a heavy one too. I love this book by John Bunyan, Pilgrim's Progress. You will love it. And it's fun for little people. Little people like reading a book. I think they enjoy it a lot. And then lastly, another John Bunyan, I am a John Bunyan fan, is The Holy War. This book is phenomenal. And I said, this is probably my number 1 favorite book after the Bible. This is my number 2. They vie for position. Holy War is a fantastic book that just explains what it's like on a day-to-day basis being a Christian. And I'm just wondering, like, why does Candace not read those? Why does she not expose her audience to those type of texts instead of books that are literally going to cause people to lose their doggone minds? Okay, like, I'm sorry. And maybe you can balance it out. Maybe she has. Maybe, you know what? If you know that Candace Owens has read books that are of a higher quality, then, let me know. Because at the current moment, I have not seen anything. And I'm going on what I know based upon information and belief. Candace Owens doesn't expose her audience to texts that actually will edify, build them up, and grow them in their most holy of faith, because she doesn't have it. Let's finish this up, because now we're going to come into the part where she tacitly implicates everybody. All of us are the theys. Everybody on this live chat, everybody who watches it on the replay gang, everybody who's dropped their like number in the chat, everybody, all of us, my neighbors, the person that made my coffee this morning, everybody is the they. Watch this.
It's why I am religious. It's why I speak about, my faith openly, because I just know if this is not it. And I just know these people are demons. Like, I don't know. They just look at the way they breathe. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing. I look at Sam Altman. I'm like, look, I don't know. But I know it's like a droid, obviously.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment, because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.